अभियान भी है। नमस्कार, आप सभी का हार्दिक स्वागत। इंडिपेंडेंट रिसर्च एथिक्स सोसाइटी की आयुष समृद्धि ज्ञान गंगा के शिक्षा दिवस या साक्षरता दिवस के उपलक्ष्य में मनाई जाने वाली इस 2671वीं वेबिनार में आपका सभी का स्वागत। सर्व शिक्षा, हमने शब्द दिया प्रमोट लिटरेसी। शब्द वही है, अर्थ वही है, केवल भावार्थ ये है हर आदमी को अपने आप पर कंट्रोल रखने के लिए, समाज को फेस करने के लिए साक्षर होना बहुत जरूरी है। ये अंगूठे वाला जमाना नहीं है, लेकिन फिर भी आज वो मशीनों में पंचिंग के लिए अंगूठा ही लगता है, वहां साइन नहीं लगते हैं। तो ये अंगूठे का जमाना है कि उंगली का जमाना है कि पेन का जमाना है, कंफ्यूज हो जाता है आदमी। फिर भी साक्षरता बहुत जरूरी है। आपको ये समझ में आना चाहिए, आप जिस देश में, जहां जिस गांव में जिंदा है, उस तरफ कहाँ क्या लिखा हुआ है, कम से कम इतनी साक्षरता तो होनी ही चाहिए। मैं बंगाल गया, बंगाली में साक्षर नहीं था मैं, तो जब कंपनी के काम से निकलता था तो एक एक बोर्ड को गौर से पढ़ता था। मुझे यदि बंगाली सिखाने वाले हैं तो या तो मेरी वाइफ है और या बोर्ड है बंगाल के। पढ़ना बंगाल के बोर्ड ने सिखाया, क्योंकि वहाँ इंग्लिश या हिंदी में भी लिखा रहता है और बंगाली में भी लिखा रहता है। तो आदमी प्रयास करे तो क्या नहीं हो सकता। इसी विषय पे आज हमें आशीर्वाद देने के लिए डॉक्टर शैकत बसु जी हमें आशीर्वाद देंगे। हमारे ज्ञान सागर दोनों ही हैं, अलग अलग टॉपिक्स पर एक फ्लो में। मैडम सुपर्णा जी और मैडम डॉक्टर शैकत जी जब शुरू होते हैं तो रोकने का मन नहीं होता है। बहुत बहुत स्वागत जी आपका सभी दोनों का। आदरणीय सुपर्णा जी को मैं सादर आमंत्रित करता हूं, उनके आशीर्वाद। आदरणीय सुपर्णा मैडम।
Very good evening to the all over here. Thank you very much. I'm at today. I'm in the Havelock Beach. So from this Havelock Andaman, I'm giving the Sarva Abhijan ka message and in the AYUSH SAMRIDDHI platform. Sarva Abhijan is the process and the vision, especially the which was contemporary educational process, which was been introduced by the universal elementary education in the name of universal elementary education of the by the government of India, and which the mission was emphasized on the Scholarship Commission study the 2001 to 2002. It has been commissioned by the government of India for the betterment of the children. The children who has been attended age group from 6 to 14 years, they are basically attending. Sorry, again, it was I'm here, so I have come out. So this Sarvashika is a preliminary aspect or pioneering system of which the government of India has given the chance to the students, those who are attending the educational program. Special has been emphasized on this the children, those who are attending 6 to age group of 6 to 14 years, the elementary education, the compulsory elementary education has been incorporated. The children, those who are attending the Sharvashika Abhijan, so they are the systematic way and they are attending their more effective educational process. basically the connection is very poor. Like the elementary system we have the three number one education system which has been incorporated and implemented in the year 1968. There was some objectives which has been incorporated by government and who has been giving some the covering the people and basically the primary education. This was the primary education has been incorporated and enhanced. Law of field of education.
आपके कनेक्शन में कुछ गड़बड़ है शेखर जी। शेखर जी है क्या?
एक मिनट देख लेते हैं क्या हुआ। मुझे लग रहा है उसके कनेक्शन में कुछ प्रॉब्लम हो रहा है। 2 minutes, लेट अस वेट। अंडमान से वो लोग सिंस शी इज कम्युनिकेटिंग, आई थिंक उसके बीच बीच में शायद इंटरनेट वगैरह के टावर उतना स्ट्रांग नहीं है, रिमोट इलाका में है शायद। शर्मा जी उसे छोड़कर मैं ही तो स्पीकर हूं ना।
हाँ
तो एक मिनट वेट कर जाते हैं, उसके बाद मैं स्टार्ट कर दूंगा। अगर मैं बाद में कनेक्ट करते हैं तो शी विल कंप्लीट। ओके।
अरे मालिक आप हो जैसा आपको।
अरे क्या मालिक है। अरे आप हमारे आदरणीय, क्या कहते हैं, हमारे बड़े आदरणीय आदमी हैं, प्रेरणादायक आप। मैंने देखा फिर से मैडम कनेक्ट हो। आई थिंक शी इज ट्राइंग टू कनेक्ट। विल जस्ट वेट फॉर अ 1 minute here.
What shall I do? Shall I continue or should I? Because really here it is very
Yes madam, please continue, please continue. Yeah,
problem.
continue.
So, okay, next, I think 86 also emphasized on the primary with the more educated system and propagation has been emphasized on this national education policy, where the primary education policy is incorporated and objective was the incorporation of the it's very disturbing. So 86 also giving the emphasize on this the primary education policy, special the education system, and 2020 policy is also incorporating. Though there is a education policy was 10 plus 2 plus 3 plus 2, but nowadays in 2020 it has been 5 plus 3 plus 3 plus 4. So this is our education policy which has been changed, and the literacy mission has been changed, and the Sarva vision has been incorporated from 6 to 14 years of age, and it has been started from 1996 policy and till it is continued. But the education policy 2020, when it has been incorporated at the same time, the Sarva vision, though it is made for the betterment of the child, but it is also incorporating the 2020 policy is just crash it out within this right at this moment. So hence the Sarva vision is still continuing, and there are the benefits and the special possibilities and and probabilities are providing to the children, those who are the 6 to 14 years of age, and the compulsory education is emphasized on the children, those who are working, and the Child Labor Act also incorporating in this system, and it has been stopped.
जगत जी,
System is also incorporating the educational system, and which is enriched the 3 years vernacular system, and they also English has been incorporated over there for the universalization of the education. So this universalization of the education is very important, and it is also categorized people and the children, those who are in 6 to 4 years of age. Thank you very much. The Ayush Samriddhi has given me such an opportunity. I am so thankful for that. And there is a internet problem. Still, I am also continuing, and I also thanks to the Dr. Sharma ji, who has given me such an opportunity. And I such enhance the educational policies, especially the Sarva Shikha Vision mission. Thank you very much.
थैंक यू वेरी मच मैडम। इंटरनेट भले ही कितना भी डिस्टर्ब कर ले, लेकिन आप जैसे ओजस्वी वक्ता को नहीं रोक सकता। सो नाइस ऑफ यू, सो नाइस ऑफ। नाउ आई वुड लाइक टू इनवाइट डॉक्टर Saikat. Dr. Saikat, please.
Thank you. Thank you, Sharma ji. It's a pleasure to be on this platform. Sarva Shikha Education, this mission is a great initiative by the government of India. But compared to the huge amount of money spent in this program, I don't think we have received the fruits as it would have been beneficial, in the sense that there has been a lot of corruption, there has been a lot of money siphoning from these. Many of the state government has redirected the money allotted for this for various other projects where they were having deficiency. So as a consequence, the Sarva Shikha mission in overall increasing the literacy of the country hasn't been very good across the nation. Although there are many states like Kerala and some of the northeastern states, if you closely look, that there is a high education rate as close as to 90% and stuff. And for majority of the highly populous states, it's around 73, 75. So India has an overall illiteracy rate of 75, which I think is a great shame for a nation 78th year after independence. Is still there is so much illiteracy, a lack of education in the country. This is an area where the government needs to put in a very high value for the education and for the perpetual standing of promoting as much as possible of educational policy that is necessary for helping the population to grow up and spread education and awareness. There is so much superstition, caste discrimination, religion-based discrimination, creed discrimination across the country, gender-related discrimination and superstition. This has still continued as a consequence of the unsuccess of the literacy programs that has not reached to every layers and every corner of the society. No doubt that this is a huge diverse country if you compare China side by side, because it's a homogeneous population. Most of them are Han Chinese, speaking the one same language as Mandarin Chinese. They also had a literacy problem, but they have been able to spread the literacy education program homogeneously across the country. India being a heterogeneous population with so much diverse language, creeds, culture, caste and religious divide, it hasn't been a very smooth, easy process for any government to implement it at the ground level. Nonetheless, both the central and state government, I do not believe, have been very sincere in making this a successful program like other programs that they have been implemented across the country. This has been going on since the time of our independence, but till date we are way far from our target. Now, why is this is happening? One of the part that you would see the literacy program, I had the opportunity to interview people who have become literate. And to my astonishment, what I found out was that those people, those who can sign their name, are being considered to be literate. But if you ask them any question or say to write any sentence, they are actually not capable of doing anything. So what is this signing part that is going on? So they are signing their name as if they are drawing a picture. So they have learned to draw their name in a language in which they have taught and trained so that the government can forge. And this is not this government or that government. From Nehru to Modi, every government has gone through this process. And it is only fictitious data that we have. So if I am saying that the level of literacy through the Sarva Shiksha mission is around 75%, the truth may be far. It may be as low as 60% because the vast number of illiterate communities that we have and those that has been considered to be able to write their name is only drawing their name. They do not understand anything. They could not understand whether they are in Telangana, whether they are in Bengal, whether they are in Maharashtra. If you are looking into them, these rural communities or these isolated communities, even in their local languages, they cannot read anything. It is a falsified document that is being circulated and it is being demonstrated as they are capable of writing and signing their names. This is the sad part of people who are extremely literate. Let me highlight about the literate section of the society. One of the standard form of education internationally recognized is three things. If you cannot do these three things, then your basic Sarva Shiksha education is a failure. What are these three things? You cannot read the language or express yourself in your native tongue. You do not need to write English or Hindi or Urdu. You should be, if you are in Telangana, at least you should be able to speak your Telugu language, or if you are in Tamil Nadu, you should be able to speak or read your Tamil Nadu. So they can speak their local dialect, but when it comes to reading, they are unable to read. So this is the first failure, where after spending so many years and so much money, states after states that you will go through, you will see, other than a very few examples, that most of them are unable to read in their native tongue, number one. Even those who can read, and even if they're first generation learner, other than a handful few example, most of them cannot fill a single form. Like, the form that relates to Aadhaar card, the form that goes to railway reservation, the form that goes to getting a ration card from the government. These are very simple forms. Like, asking for your name, your father's name, your husband's name, gender, age, your address and stuff. If the education system internationally says that if you are unable to write your own address where you are staying, if you cannot name the police station under which your address comes, if you cannot write the name of your father or mother or husband or wife, if you cannot understand what gender they are talking about, then your education system is a great failure. And if you ever had an opportunity, now we do a lot of things online, many of the agents do online things, but I had the opportunity of standing in many of the railway lines where you have to fill in the forms. Sharmaji will be surprised to say, starting from university professors to school teachers to illiterate, uneducated people, everyone is asking to the guys who are handing in the form what to fill in. Like, it is written, put your name either in Hindi or in English, but still people are not confident enough to fill in that form. So people struggle. If you go to any of the banks, you will see educated people are asking for help. Sir, what is the name? Oh, I have to write my name. Like, it is given there, but you will see out of 100 people, 80 people in India could not fill it a form properly. I do understand that there are many forms provided by various agencies. Sometimes they ask for information that no one can understand. Like, one or two items you cannot understand. I can understand that, but you cannot fill in a form starting from your name to father's name to your address to your police station to your postal code. I think it's a great shame and it's alarming how the Sarva Shiksha mission is working, because if the education where we are trying to reach out, if the poorest of the poor people cannot even write their name, cannot even write their address. If you go into many rural schools, you will be shocked to see the students could not even count properly. They cannot use the alphabets of their native language in where the school is. Also, they are unable to write one or two sentences properly, and they have reached 5 or 6 standard. The system of allowing students to reach up to class 10 without a failure, like, there is no pass or fail. I'm not saying pass or fail is good or bad, but if there is no such restriction from one class moving into another class, so up to class 10, you are moving frantically in first generation families. And then when you reach standard 10, you are in adept in water because you do not know how to write your Hindi, how to write your Bengali or Marathi or Kannada or English. You forget, you cannot do basic math, you do not know anything out of their history, and they are dropping out. The boys are dropping out even faster than and the girls. So this is where the government has to work out, the NGOs has to work out in a very serious, comprehensive manner. The data that we have for our Sarva Shiksha mission is a fictitious data, and all we have is a very superficial education level. It is actually not reaching at the ground level, although the objectives are very high. So it is very high time that this area needs investment. You will see none of our so-called great industrialists and stuff who sometimes come up and invest money and say we are devoting for the nation and stuff. None of them pay money for the Sarva Shiksha mission and things like that. But this is where you need to put in money. This is where you need to have volunteers. This is where you need to train and educate the people as a mass education program where you have a mass education and awareness of the people. One of the reason I very well understand why government or local government do not want people to be educated, because when you are educated, you will ask questions. You will ask for your rights. You will claim for your stuff. The more educated you are, you fight with one another. You have less questions. You are less bothersome. So this is an area that needs rapid social development, a rapid social evolution, and a rapid social, I will say, revolution, in the sense that we need revolutionary changes in our mass education program. Because while many of us are going to NASA, and the same country, there are generation of the people who cannot read a single word. And this is not 10 generation back. It is happening in our time. The tea stall boy that we still see, the child labor is closed or the government has prevented. But if you go to rural areas, to urban areas, you will see the the children working in the brick kilns, brick factories, other factories, or even in the tea stall shops and stuff. They are being deprived of their education for various socio-cultural reasons. These are not easy to focus, easy to handle, but this is an area for the overall progress of the government, for the country. It is important that social education is carried out at a very, very high level, whether it is for senior citizens, whether you are adult education, or whether it's for children education from underprivileged classes, minority classes, or people having less opportunity of education in aboriginal communities, isolated tribal regions and stuff. Very, very important to spread the light of education. There are many, many regions in India till date, 78 years or 79 years after independence, where no light of education has reached. A vast number of the people are illiterate, cannot read a single sentence in their own native tongue, in which state or union territories they are located. This is a great failure. This is something where we need to work very, very strongly for our future. So I think the initiative of the government is very good, but how it is implemented at the ground level is very shaky, very questionable, and needs strong focus, surveillance, and monitoring to really identify whether the people that we are saying are literate from illiteracy, whether they have moved, whether actually they are illiterate or they are just drawing their names. Just by drawing their names, we can fool the statistics and provide a statistic saying that Indian education is advancing fast, but actually we are advancing towards darkness. It is important to highlight the very true facts. Let us feel ashamed and all of us work together so that we can make Sarva Shiksha Abhijan or mass education, adult education, or a lifelong education a success for everyone, for the betterment and the long-term future of the country. Thank you very much, Sharma ji. It's a pleasure to be on this platform.
Thank you very much, Dr. Takat. Whether Sutpaji will say something? Dr. Takat, I hope Sutpaji is also with us.
Okay.
Adani CP Sharma sir.
Yes, yes. No. I will thank you so much, Sharma ji. I'm totally unaware and unprepared. I cannot come on the video, but I am honored whenever you call my name. I cannot hold back, not responding. So thank you very much. And I think whatever we have heard from our previous speakers has been extremely valuable for us. And what we see is it is also very important that we understand that the education system is something for which we see that a lot of mental health is related to, right? And since I am always talking on behalf of mental health and on behalf of mental health professionals and how to stay good, how to take care of each other, and to take the sensitivity of the well-being part. So education is obviously a very big and an important part. And when we talk of education, that starts from day one. So while we talk of mental health at different spheres of the society, we should also remember that it is very important that every person who is responsible for carrying the banner of mental health today needs to have a proper education to start with, and the Sarva Abhiyan which came into play, which means the starting of the education for each and every child is actually responsible for what human being the child grows into. So, and I think like this needs no introduction that we need to have a very responsible society. And while the human development life cycle goes on from an infant to a toddler to a childhood, at every step, I think we need education. And Savya Sikha Abhijan is one of the critical phase of, like where the government is trying their best, giving their best heart and soul, but how much we are utilizing this is something a cause of concern. So I think I will not have much to say because I'm totally unprepared. And after my previous speakers who have talked so well, and they are very, very learned, very, very educated and knowledgeable, I think I just wanted to, share 2 cents of my thoughts here. Thank you so much once again, Sharma ji, and good luck to all your endeavors to take this up. And your, like you seem to be going in a reverse direction in your age, in your vitality, in your dynamism as far as Ayush is concerned. Thank you very much. I don't know whether I'll be coming before the pujas again or talking to you. So wishing all of you a very happy puja in advance and a great puja preparation in advance. Thank you once again.
Thank you, thank you. I will be there only in puja in West Bengal. I am coming Calcutta on 19th again. Thank you, thank you. मैं आदरणीय गुरुदेव डॉक्टर सीपी शर्मा सर को सादर आमंत्रित करता हूँ। आदरणीय सीपी शर्मा सर, सर प्रणाम। आवाज आ रही है सर? आदरणीय सीपी शर्मा सर, आदरणीय सीपी शर्मा सर तक हमारी आवाज जा रही है? सर प्रणाम।